Listen, anyone who's trying to scale a business knows the sinking feeling when you stare at your growth metrics and wonder if they actually mean anything. The panic, the frustration of watching your numbers go up or down and thinking, is this just noise? Will this even predict if the business survives or sinks? It's brutal. Most founders and investors get stuck obsessing over dashboards, looking for that magic number to prove their hustle is going to pay off. But here's the cold truth. Growth metrics on their own are bullshit if you don't read them right. Everyone talks about revenue, churn, CAC, LTV, like those alone tell you the future. They don't. What screws people over is putting blind faith in the obvious stats without digging deeper. It's like watching a thermometer and deciding you're fine when you actually have a fever. If you want a real shot at predicting success, it's not about being obsessed with top-line growth. It's about understanding why those numbers move, what levers create that growth, and which metrics are pure vanity. Anyone can pump users if they burn cash like it's nothing. That doesn't mean you're building a real business. Here's what needs to happen. First, stop chasing shallow metrics that make you feel good but hide risk, like total signups or gross revenue without context. You need to obsess over metrics that scream customer love, product market fit, and operational leverage. Look at cohort retention with laser precision. Are your customers staying, buying more, coming back without promo codes? If that's weak, no fancy marketing will rescue you. Profitable growth starts there. Next, drill into unit economics so deep it makes your head spin. Do you make money on every customer after acquisition? If not, you're just borrowing from tomorrow and walking a tightrope with no safety net. Forget what everyone else says about benchmarks. Your business is unique. Your growth metrics only matter relative to your market, your model, and your actual cash flow reality. Here's a non-obvious move. Build a simple predictive model combining retention curves, margin trends, and churn. Then test it constantly against your cash runway. Don't just watch your dashboard passively. Stress test your assumptions every week. If your model says growth is accelerating but cash burn is exploding, you're in trouble. Plain and simple. And here's the kicker nobody talks about. That obsession with metrics can become a cage. Sometimes what you see isn't the whole truth. Early-stage businesses especially live in chaos, and some key things that predict success don't show up in numbers for months, like team dynamics, operational discipline, and strategic clarity. If your growth stats are confusing, ask yourself, are you really aligned internally? Or is the whole ship just hope and optimism with no backbone? Get brutal here. If your team isn't wired for execution, no metric will save you. Your numbers will lie. So what's the brutal, real-world solution? Step 1. Stop worshipping growth as a mystical force. Take apart every metric with ruthless honesty. Tear it down until you understand what funnel leaks are bleeding your cash, what customers really want, and what your unit economics look like under pressure. Step 2. Build that simple, dynamic model to predict your cash flow under different growth scenarios. Test it like your life depends on it, because it does. Step 3. Look beyond numbers aggressively. Invest more energy in the team's execution muscle, the clarity of your company's mission, and the operational habits you cannot afford to skimp on, because growth metrics won't save a business with weak foundations. Here's the truth that kills most fast. Real, sustainable growth comes not from flashy numbers, but from relentless discipline to understand what drives those numbers in your world. Be obsessed with that, not just the shiny results. The future of your company depends on that level of brutal clarity and constant testing. Stop waiting for a magic growth metric to appear. Build your own signal, your own model, your own trust. That's how businesses actually make it. Otherwise, all those numbers? Just noise waiting to bury you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to discover more.